So for today, we're going to be looking at the Star Wars armor set for the Titans. If you guys don't know, we've already done the review video and the shader video. They're both right here. You guys can check it out. And we've already done the Hunter video as well. Definitely check those out as well. So for this one, we're going to be doing essentially what we did in the Hunter video, which is take individual sets or individual pieces from the Star Wars set and then making individual sets from those pieces. So that way you guys can see what you can usually do or be inspired by some of the sets that I made, because I do think some of the sets that I make are usually pretty good and the rare, like, amazing one. So if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Really does help because a huge portion of people are actually not subscribed. So if you can do me a favor, like, comment, sub, hit the bell notifications because that also does help. Other than that, let's get into it. So to start off, we're going to be using the one-eyed mask, and then for the actual Star Wars piece, we're going to be using the mark. So yeah, this is a good example of why Titans really need a mark that has no cloth, nothing hanging. So essentially the Darth Vader mark, because it's just fucking asthma controls. And I feel like I have to always say this. I have asthma, so it's funny when I say it. But for the other pieces, it's going to be the Wall Watcher gauntlets, the TM Cogburn custom plate, the Ancient Apocalypse greaves, and then Shader-Rise Candace coat. So I've made this set before in the past, not this exact same set because I think I am using different arms, but the TM Cogburn custom plate with the Ancient Apocalypse is a combo that I've mentioned many times that I love this combo. It's one of my favorite combos that I've ever done because it just looks like each piece was made for each other. Wall Watcher is a pretty good piece for this as well. I wish it was a little bulkier on the shoulders, not like super big, but like, it's weird because like for the male Titans, it actually for both of them, it looks like it was made for each other, but at the same time, I would like it just a little bit bigger, not like super massive, just like a little bit. And then the Shock Enforcer mark, honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think the Shock Enforcer mark is the best one for this, just because you see everything else and it's like very much like almost I can definitely see like cowboys making this armor. And then you see the belt and it's like, okay, where is this Batman fucking utility belt coming from? That's kind of like my mindset when it comes to this. So is it the best piece for this? Probably not, but I did want to utilize this because this is definitely like a cowboy theme set for me personally. So if anything, I would probably switch the arms for something else, specifically actually the Second Chance arms with the pirate ornament that it has, and then switch the helmet, the one-eyed mask, for the TM Cogburn helmet, so that way you can dive that hat. Then it would actually feel a lot more cowboy because it does have rope on the shoulders. So I feel like that would have been a better choice. But overall, I see the vision of what I was trying to do for this one, and this is much more of me judging my own armor sets because I haven't seen these in a while. So this is actually pretty exciting. So let me know what you guys think about the first one. As for the next set, we're going to be using the Shock Enforcer gauntlets with the Shock Enforcer greaves, chest piece, N7 plate, and then the mark is going to be the Enduring Conqueror mark. The exotic is going to be the insurmountable skullfort, and then Sato tribe for the shadering. This is the best one so far. This is super dope. I love this one. Would I have liked it if I had used boots that are symmetrical? Probably, because the boots are definitely not symmetrical, not even close. That being said, I don't think it bugs me that much because the whole set looks fucking amazing, bro. Let me just talk about the N7 plate with the Shock Enforcer greaves. I think is a good combo, and the Enduring Conqueror mark, also a good combo. I think damn near everything is almost perfect, and I say almost because, like, again, the boots are not symmetrical, which I know some might bug some people, especially since from the waist up it's symmetrical as fuck, and then the boots are not. So like, I can understand why people wouldn't like that. I personally don't think I care that much, but the more I look at it, the more I'm like, yeah, maybe like if I had put like maybe another boot there that is symmetrical, then it would have been really good. But I'm gonna choose to ignore that voice because I really like this set, and I just don't know off the top of my head which boots would have been better. So actually, I don't do this a lot, so let's do this real quick because I know some people might actually really like this set and are probably wondering like, what boots would you use? So let me see real quick. No, I was gonna say that the Moonfang 7 stuff would have been cool. Honestly, the Nightly Noir grease would be a good choice just because they're symmetrical, and they would shader probably the same as this one. But there was one specifically that I have in mind that I would do, and it is symmetrical, and it would probably look bitchin' with it, which let me just try to find it, because I wish they designed this better. I wish they did it like when the armor came out, not random stuff, because this makes no sense to me. This one, the Forged Machinist Greaves would have been probably the best choice. That being said, it does have stuff on the side of the calves, so I do understand if people were like, no, I don't like that because of that reason. So it would be either the Machinist or the Nightly Noir Greaves. I think that will probably be the best choice, honestly, because there really isn't anything else where oh shit, the Braytech Snow Boots would probably go hard with this. That being said, they are really big, so that would just be the only thing people would have to be aware. They're pretty chunky. But other than that, I mean, like, I would have to go in game to actually like really see how they would. Oh shit, Parade Greaves would be really cool with this one too. So yeah, there's a few things I would do with this. So definitely a really good insurmountable skullfort set that I made. Let me know what you guys think. As for the next set, unfortunately, I just am not the biggest fan of this one, but I do see the vision in this one. Okay, so let's talk about it. The Devastation Complex helmet, Hardened Basilisk gauntlets. Did I say Devastation Complex gauntlets? No, whatever. The Shock Enforcer plate and Shock Enforcer mark. And then we have the Doom Marchers with the Mayron's Odyssey ornament, and then Carbon Blood. So my thing with this set is that it would go really hard as one color, not as two colors, because as two colors, you'll just immediately notice that the chest piece has no other color, but the arms, damn near everything but the mark and the chest piece don't have other coloring. So like, I think the best choice here would be like combine it with like Dreaming Spectrum. And I feel like this would go like unnecessarily hard, because then there would be like almost no color differentiation, which means that each piece would just be one color, which I feel like would lean heavily towards the chest piece. Because again, like right now, it's like a circle on the Titan, because like the helmet, the arm on the left arm, the boots, and then the right arm, and then the helmet again. So it's like a circle of color, and then in the circle is just hollow. There's no color in there. So that's kind of like my only negative thing about this, because it doesn't look bad in my opinion. It definitely looks pretty cool. That being said, it also is the fact that like the boots have so much detail to them, and they're so intricate. And then when you get to the chest piece, it's literally just slapping a piece of fucking slab on it. No detail, no nothing. It's just a piece of slab. So at this point, I would have to go back to the drawing board with this one. Not saying it's bad by any means. I think it has potential. It's just the Carbon Blood is just not a good shader for this one, because if the chest piece had more coloration in there, then I think it would be really cool. But that's just what I think about it. Let me know what you guys think about this one. And then last but not least, we have the Shock Enforcer helm with the Shock Enforcer Greaves, the Machinist mark, and then the Wall Watcher gauntlets. For the actual exotic, it's fucking, what is it? Hazardous propulsion. There we go. And yeah, here it is. This is what I did with the helmet. I'm not proud of this one, because again, I just fucking hate that helmet. This one was the roughest one from everything. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This one took me probably like 30 to 50 minutes. It was rough. It probably took me like an hour and 30 if I remember correctly, because it was just that bad. I was just like, I can't, like, this one changed a lot. Like, I had the Devastation Complex chest piece with this, and I was like, this looks pretty cool, and I just could not get over it. And then I was like, you know what, let me see this, the Hazardous Propulsion, and I actually think it looks pretty cool with the Hazardous Propulsion. That being said, I think the arms and the boots, I'm just not the biggest fan of this. Like, they're just not good combos for this one. So yeah, unfortunately, I really don't have much to talk about this one, because it just disappointed me. That being said, I do think the Hazardous Propulsion with that helmet look absolutely beautiful together. I think it's such a beautiful combo for the males. For the females, it's bad. It looks so, you almost look like a pop figure. That's how bad it looks. But for the males Titans, it looks good because the chest is bulky and it's not as Funko Pop as the females. Let me just say that. So unfortunately, Titans, I do think you guys lost out on all the classes, because Hunters, I had a lot of fun with them. Warlocks, you guys had the most of fun was had with the Warlocks. Let me just say that. So yeah, Titans, let me know what you guys think. I apologize that I think like two of those sets were like, yeah, this is okay. Yeah, the last two sets were just like the third one is pretty decent. It's just, again, I would just have to go back and change a few things out. And then the fourth one, I think, is genuinely pretty terrible. That being said, I really do think I could make the Shock Enforcer helmet with the hazardous propulsion work. I just have to go back and change the arms and boots, because I do think the mark was pretty decent. So yeah, Titans, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys would do differently, because I would like to know. That being said, I will most likely be working on my Discord, so that way you guys can actually show me, because I do want to, once I do these videos, I would love to have people like send me their own stuff once I'm done with my sets, so that way I have no inspiration from yours, because I want to do my own sets. But like, once I do my sets, I would love to just open the floodgates to be like, hey, let me know what you guys have been doing with X set that just came out, and then I can make a video for you guys showcasing some of my favorites from yours. So that is something I want to do in the future, just because I think that sounds cool as fuck. But let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all. Be safe. I will see you guys later.